Why? Romans 11:33 says, "Oh, how great are God's riches in wisdom and knowledge. How impossible it is for us to understand his decisions and his ways." New Living Testament. For those of you who have ever had children or have been around children for any length of time, you might remember this. Why? Why this and why that until you get to a point where you have no more answers for the why. I'm like that when it comes to God. Not tough questions, but questions like, why do you allow evil? Why do good people die seemingly before their time and evil people just seem to live on and on and on? Why are some people healed and others die of disease? Why are there so many floods? Why? 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 Paul sets up the why question with his statement, "Oh, how great are God's riches and wisdom and knowledge." When we can agree with this statement, it is not hard for the why to be resolved. Think about this for a moment. God's riches are great. He owns the cattle on 1,000 hills. He holds the wealth of nations in his hands. He knows where all the oil reserves are and holds those in his hands as well. He knows where the diamonds are and holds those in his hands as well. Beyond those temporal things, he holds all eternity in his hands. And who can put a value on that? Priceless. Who can measure his wisdom? A portion of the wisdom of God is displayed in the wisdom of Solomon, who was the wisest of men to ever live. Yet the wisdom of God is greater than that. His knowledge is so great, the word says he knew us before we were even conceived. How great are the riches and wisdom and knowledge of God. If that is true, and it is, then it is a logical conclusion to make the next step. I cannot understand his riches, wisdom, and knowledge. They are so great they go beyond my understanding. In fact, they are so great my mind cannot even begin to conceive. In light of my inability to even conceive of the greatness of God's riches, wisdom, and knowledge, can I be content to not understand the most difficult why? If I cannot even conceive of his greatness, why should I be concerned with my very small perception of this world? Why should I be conflicted with things that make no sense to me? Very easy answer. I am human, finite. A small dot on a page, a mere speck of dust in the universe, unable to see the picture for the perspective of God. That leaves me with two thoughts. One, though I am a small speck of dust, I am the object of God's riches, wisdom, and knowledge. He loves me so much, he shares those things with me. Two, because I am a small speck of dust in the universe, and because God's riches go beyond my understanding, I can lean on his understanding, trust him, and know he will direct my paths. Oh, how great are God's riches and wisdom and knowledge. How impossible it is for us to understand his decisions and his ways.